What if I told you that social confidence isn't luck or genetics, but science? Most people believe confident speakers were simply born that way. The truth is, their brains were rewired step by step to handle pressure, connection, and attention. Imagine walking into any room, speaking without fear, and leaving people drawn to you. This isn't magic. It's neuroscience, psychology, and practice combined. And in this video, you'll learn how to rewire your brain for extreme social confidence using powerful, practical methods that anyone can apply, no matter where they're starting from. Confidence lives in your brain, not just your personality. When you feel nervous, it's often your amygdala, the fear center, sending alarms, warning you about rejection or embarrassment. But another part, the prefrontal cortex, has the power to calm those signals and help you respond rationally. This is where rewiring begins. The brain isn't fixed, it's plastic. Neuroplasticity means your thoughts, habits, and repeated actions literally shape new connections. Each time you face a social moment, pause your fear, and act with courage, you strengthen new circuits. Over time, the anxious pathways fade while confident ones grow stronger. Think of it like building a muscle. Confidence isn't about forcing yourself to be fearless. It's about training your brain to recognize social moments as safe, even exciting. With the right strategies, anyone can do it. Step 1. Identity engineering. Every action you take begins with the story you tell yourself. If your inner script says, "I'm shy," or "I'm socially awkward," your brain accepts that identity and acts it out. To rewire confidence, you must first rewire identity. Identity engineering means upgrading how you see yourself before changing how you behave. Instead of waiting for confidence to show up, you start claiming it now. Tell yourself, "I am becoming socially magnetic." This doesn't mean pretending to be perfect. It means programming your brain to act in alignment with your desired self-image. Here's a powerful exercise. Write down 3 versions of yourself. Number 1, the old identity, the shy, hesitant self. Number 2, the current identity, someone in transition, learning confidence. Number 3, the new identity, a socially powerful version of you. Read these daily, and especially before social events. With repetition, your brain begins to default to the new script. Why? Because the subconscious mind craves consistency. When you feed it a new self-definition, it works to align your actions with that belief. This shift is profound. Instead of thinking, "I hope I'll be confident one day," you move into, "I am training as a confident person." That subtle difference rewires how you show up every time. Step 2, dopamine anchoring. Your brain is wired to chase rewards. Every time you feel a hit of dopamine, your brain marks the experience as valuable and encourages you to repeat it. Sadly, many people anchor social moments to pain, embarrassment, rejection, or awkward silence. The key to rewiring is to flip that association. This is where dopamine anchoring comes in. Each time you take a small social risk, immediately reward yourself. For example, after introducing yourself to someone new, play your favorite song, write the win in a journal, or even smile and say, "Nice work." These micro rewards create positive reinforcement. Over time, your brain begins linking social behavior with pleasure, not fear. The same circuits that once triggered anxiety now spark anticipation. Combine this with journaling your wins, no matter how small. Seeing progress in writing strengthens the loop. Confidence grows fastest when your brain expects joy from interaction. Step 3, neuro-simulation training. Most people think of visualization as simply picturing success. But neuro-simulation training takes it to the next level. The brain doesn't perfectly distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences. When you mentally rehearse social success with enough detail, your neurons fire as if you actually lived it. Here's how to practice it. Close your eyes for 5 minutes. Imagine walking into a room with steady posture, making eye contact, and greeting someone confidently. Don't just see it, feel it. Hear the tone of your voice. Sense the warmth of connection, even picture the smiles around you. Engage all senses. Why this works? Your mirror neurons, the same cells that allow you to learn by observing others, Light up during detailed simulation. Each session strengthens the confidence circuits in your brain before you even step into reality. Do this daily, especially before social events. Over time, your brain begins treating confidence as the default state. The situations that once triggered panic start to feel familiar, almost rehearsed. You're not faking it. You're pre-training your nervous system for victory. This isn't daydreaming. It's mental weightlifting for confidence. Step 4. Systematic desensitization with stretch zones. Confidence doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from gradual rewiring. One of the smartest methods is called systematic desensitization, a structured way to reduce fear through controlled exposure. Instead of throwing yourself into high-pressure situations, you climb a social ladder step by step. Here's how it works. Create 3 zones. Number 1, comfort zone. Situations that feel safe. Number 2, stretch zone. Mildly uncomfortable but doable. Number 3, panic zone. Overwhelming, too much too soon. Your job is to live in the stretch zone. Start with micro challenges, holding eye contact for 3 seconds, saying hello to a cashier, or asking someone for directions. These are small enough not to overwhelm, but big enough to stretch. Once a step feels natural, you move to the next, short conversations with colleagues, joining a group discussion, or giving a small presentation. The brain learns through repetition. Each success rewires fear circuits into calm, confident ones. This method is powerful because it respects your nervous system. Instead of shocking it, you train it, like progressive overload in the gym. Over time, what once felt terrifying becomes effortless. Confidence is built in layers, one stretch at a time. Step 5. Embodied cognition and power physiology. Your body doesn't just reflect your mind, it shapes it. This is the core of embodied cognition. The way you sit, stand, and breathe sends constant feedback to your brain, influencing how confident you feel in the moment. When you slump, avoid eye contact, or fold inward, your brain interprets those signals as weakness. But when you expand shoulders back, chest open, steady breathing, your brain receives cues of strength and safety. Research shows that posture and physiology can shift hormone levels, lowering cortisol and boosting feelings of control. Here's a quick exercise. Before any social event, spend 2 minutes in a power pose. Stand tall, feet grounded, hands on hips or raised in a victory stance. Pair this with slow, diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale deeply into your stomach, exhale slowly, and repeat. This calms the nervous system while priming confidence. The secret is consistency. Use your body as a tool. Even if your mind feels uncertain, your physiology can lead the way. Over time, the brain learns to match the body, and confidence becomes automatic. Step 6. Social flow, state induction. True confidence isn't about memorizing lines or forcing charm. It's about entering a flow state in conversations. Flow happens when you're fully present, relaxed, and focused on the moment instead of yourself. In this state, anxiety fades and connection feels natural. Most social fear comes from self-consciousness. What do they think of me? What should I say next? Flow flips the focus outward. Instead of monitoring yourself, you lock onto the other person with curiosity. Ask questions, listen deeply, and respond to what excites you. Here's a practice. Next time you talk with someone, set one goal. Be curious. Drop the pressure to impress. Notice details in their tone, stories, or energy, and let your responses flow from that. This simple shift pulls you out of your head and into the moment. Confidence is not about controlling the conversation. It's about letting go, engaging fully, and trusting your presence. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes to slip into flow. Confidence then feels less like effort and more like freedom. Step 7. Environmental and peer rewiring. Your brain is always adapting to its environment. If you spend time around negative, self-doubting people, their mindset becomes contagious. But the reverse is also true. Confidence spreads. Neuroscience calls this social contagion, fueled by mirror neurons that copy the behavior and energy of those around us. To rewire for confidence, upgrade your environment. Seek out peers who inspire growth, friends who encourage, challenge, and support you. Join communities where confident communication is the norm, whether that's a professional group, a mastermind, or even online spaces that value positive expression. At the same time, limit toxic inputs. Replace media or voices that trigger insecurity with uplifting content, podcasts, books, or creators who radiate strength. Surround yourself with reminders of the identity you're building. Here's a practical step. Create a confidence playlist of mentors, talks, or affirmations that you listen to daily. Over time, your environment becomes a constant reinforcement loop. Remember, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your surroundings. Shape them wisely, and your brain will follow. Step 8. The habit loop of confidence. Confidence isn't a one-time event. It's a loop your brain learns to repeat. The cycle is simple: identity, action, reward, repetition. You see yourself as confident. You take a small step, you reward it, and your brain locks it in. Each loop strengthens the neural pathway until confidence feels automatic. The mistake most people make is waiting for courage before acting. In reality, action comes first, feelings follow later. Every conversation, every risk, every small win adds another layer of wiring. Confidence grows not from theory, but from consistent practice. Confidence is not magic. It's not luck. It's science, practice, and persistence. Every time you choose courage over fear, you rewire your brain. Each small step builds momentum until confidence becomes your natural state. Remember, the people you admire weren't born fearless. They trained their minds, layer by layer, just like you're doing now. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today with one action, one conversation, one stretch beyond your comfort zone. Over time, those steps add up to unstoppable confidence. You already have the tools. Now, it's your turn to use them. Now, it's your move. Drop a comment sharing the one step you'll practice today. Identity shift, dopamine anchoring, or flow state. I read every response. If this video sparked value, hit like, share it with someone who needs confidence, and subscribe for more brain rewiring strategies.